I hear what you're saying, bro. I heard you loud and clear, Elite Wolf. What's going on, Battalion? Lots of technical difficulties, but I have brought champions in to try to make up for all my goddamn inefficiency. I like the clock of the ticker there. How is everybody? We are doing well. It is now. We have above me the wolf. We have below me Ricky P. And then below him is Ram Bam. What's up, gentlemen? Say hello. Uh-oh, they're muted.
You told us to mute.
That's
you
true,
told
I
us
did.
to mute, man. All right, technology is hard. There's like this button. I gotta press it, and it was confusing. All right, it was a whole thing. I figured it out.
True.
And sometimes in our game, we lose the buttons, right? So we don't know what to do with buttons sometimes. So.
Well, I have a tendency to lose my
I know
mind.
what to do with buttons.
Get it.
We push them. You know? Push. Oh, you do.
I'm gonna say, it feels a little
Push
weird
it
being
real
on top
good.
today.
Yeah. But hey, we all came prepared, right?
I'm not sure how I feel about it, but oh yeah.
Right.
I'd like to know where my battalion bomber status went.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened to it.
It's just like Mace that flew out the window.
Ooh.
Ouch. Too soon.
Look,
Too
Mace
soon.
is a sore topic today. Okay.
He's sore where?
Everywhere. Crumb did the Anakin meme on me. You know, the whole Padme. You're breaking my heart.
What's up, guys? How's everybody out in chat? Good to see you guys. I know RSG is doing a really cool stream right now. I may as well bring that up right now while we're here, guys. They're doing the charity stream for, if you haven't heard about it, for Mini. So I'm trying to do a few things. Ricky P is actually going to share that in chat. Last I knew, they raised over $6,000 for that charity, which is amazing. Young man that is unfortunately has incurable cancer, it sounds. Very unfortunate. And
Stage 4 terminal.
yeah, so I've been there. I've had it in my family. It's not easy to deal with, but we're just here to let them know to stay strong. So we're here for them all, and however we can help. I know Cubs reached out to me. He's going to be doing a stream tomorrow. I'll be joining him with. So the battalion is behind you, young man. Stay strong. Okay, so we're big news. We got Jill Kenobi. Huge news for some of us anyway. Some of us don't care.
Oh, we're jumping right into it.
Oh yeah, digging deep, baby. Dig deep.
Wait, GL Kenobi happened?
So, wait, what? Did I spoil this for you, Ram?
What?
Spoiler.
What?
Raise your hand if you're 15 out of 15.
Piss off, Ram.
Almost. I'm getting close. I'm getting close.
Keep
man.
rubbing, Ram. Keep rubbing.
I just got Grandmaster Yoda to Relic 8. I just got Shock T to Relic 7, and that feels like a perfect time to bring up a final requirements. How are we thinking about that? Another Relic 8 in there, and a couple obvious ones, couple curveballs.
So I don't think any of them were really curveballs. GMY being at Relic 8. A lot of people have them Relic already for the JKR team. And Crumb actually mentioned it earlier. They had to kind of keep it comparable because every other, the other 4 GLs all require Relic 7. A lot of people have, it's been 6 to 8 months since those GLs. So they had to kind of keep it comparable, keep the farm, keep the grind on. And that was their reasoning for the introduction of a couple Relic 8 requirements.
Wow, Elite.
GMY totally makes sense. Cad Bane, wasn't thinking about it, but Cad Bane makes sense. I think everybody and their mom pretty much guaranteed that Cody was going to be required. I don't think that was any shocker there. Shock made sense being on the council. And Django Fett was another one I completely forgot about, but I already had him at Relic 7. But he makes perfect sense as well.
Yeah, Django was one that we had sort of thrown around a little bit. Had a bit of a chance. Not many people were talking about Cad Bane. I think we had sort of thrown it out there a little bit.
Like a
Shock
possible
T was
requirement.
Shock T was always like a maybe a possibility. She was thrown out there as one of the possible of the Jedi out there, but overall, not bad. You going right after Ricky P?
Going right. I want to, honestly, looking at all the requirements, I feel like he's the most not, I wouldn't say easiest requirements of all the GLs, but at least the requirements that doesn't piss you off, right? There's no Rostico in there. There's no like Krennic. There's no like characters that you're not going. Or almost all the characters have a certain use somewhere. So for me, I want to go for that GL right after Jedi Master Luke, because the characters will help me out afterwards.
You trying to tell me something, Ricky? You trying to say something? Almost all the characters?
Almost.
Almost
Talk
all
about a little
of them.
something.
I winked here. Oh, okay.
So you
No, but JML, on that caveat, JML also has very good requirements, and all his characters are usable, or most of them.
Most of them.
Lando's probably like the weakest link out of all of them, but I mean, still solid character under the right team.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Mon Mothma and the Rebel fighters. I think Lando can fit in there if I remember correctly, right? So you can still fit him up, and even with a Rebel team, Lando will still be a strong character if needed. So
Absolutely.
You won't be, taking down gas teams or anything, but he can certainly do some work on there.
He can fill a hole.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So let's start off by talking at all these requirements. So we got Kenobi, we got DG, we got Yoda, we got Shakti, Jango, Watt. So if I remember right, it was Watt and Yoda at Gear 8 or Relic 8.
No.
Huh?
No, it's
No, I'm
Kenobi.
sorry, 7.
And GMY.
GK and
at
GMI,
Relic
that's
8.
right. Watt is 7. That's what blew my mind. Clone Trooper, Mace, Magna, Cad Bane, Qui-Gon, Cody, Ayala, and Bo-Katan. And then, of course, the Negotiator. I totally missed the fact the Negotiator was in there. I got so excited today when I saw it.
Yeah, only 6-star.
Yeah, 6-star. So I saw the Negotiator is for sale right now in the game, which at first I totally forgot it was part of the requirement. And I was like, oh my God, does that mean new meta come out? So that kind of ruined my early morning. And then we've also got, what's in the store? What the hell is, Watt. Watt's in the freaking store. What's up, Solo? Oh my God, Watt is in the store. It's finally happening. I said it was going to happen. Man said it was going to happen. Here it is.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
Everybody kept telling me, they're not going to put a character that's from the new TVs. They're not going to put him and make him purchasable. That would do a disservice, because once upon a time, remember, Watt was just as hard to get as Cam for that time being, right? And then obviously relics happened, and it made Watt a lot easier to acquire, and then Cam came out. So once upon a time, Watt was really hard to get. Only the elite guilds could get him. And then, what is that, a year and a half later, they make him purchasable for at least, a few shards. So it can happen with Cam.
To be clear, it's a pack where you can get maximum 60 shards. It's not like they're adding him into a store yet. He may get added to a store at some point. He may get added to a Get 2 farm or something like that in the future. We'll see for that. But you can get total of 60 Watt shards if you need that to bump your farm up.
A total of 60 shards, but for some guilds, that's for every guild, that's two GOTBs, so that can help out speed up the farm a lot. And if
that gets you there 2 months earlier.
That's crazy. That's 2 months earlier. Yeah.
Elite Wolf, I've spent worse money than $50 on 50 Negotiator shards, because Get 2, to me that's cheap, and I'm not a spender. You guys have seen me try to spend, and it's super cheap.
That's really cheap.
For the amount of time that you spend trying to get that son of a bitch, that's what, 4 months worth of shards at least?
Yep.
Depending on what guild you're in, right?
Oh yeah,
definitely. So that's a steal of deal. Look at Watt. I'm in no rush to get him. I need another 118 shards. I'll have him in 6 months. No big deal. It's not worth it to me. He does the same thing at 7. He does it 5. So I'm not mad. But so overall, the requirements for me, I think they're really good. I've always wanted to get Ayala, believe it or not, Qui-Gon, those characters. So nothing here says, ew, trash, except for Mace. That's it.
Yeah. Mace has complete use. And so
he'll finally taunt.
Let's go. He taunts under Basti. Get that shit out of here. And he taunts under Watt. So get that out of here. Anyways, bringing up the kit for Kenobi, Mace tanks will taunt under Kenobi. Now, there is a caveat to that, and the caveat is they will regain taunt if they do not already have it. Okay. They clarified that in the developer insights. If you guys read the developer insights, they clarified that it is so people like Mace will not regain their taunt. They will have taunt for 2 turns, and then they will not regain their taunt. People like GK will dispel their taunt because he has a 1-turn taunt that's stacked, so they don't put it as a stacking buff. And so he will just regain his taunt because he lost it, and then he just regains it. Mace cannot taunt without the assistance of someone else. So that's kind of the caveat to that. But Mace will still be a free taunting tank, essentially, which is phenomenal.
And it is at the start of each encounter. So if you're going for waves and territory battles, he will regain that taunt every wave. He'll regain that, every whatever. So it is encounter, not battle.
Yep.
Those are like the little things in the kits that like you always got to pay attention to. The encounter versus battle, turn meter versus bonus turns versus all those little things that they throw in there. And actually, speaking of turn meter, it's tough to go over his kit without talking about he just absolutely wrecks all turn meter. Enemies and allies are immune to turn meter manipulation. Which just shuts everything down.
Let me know if that's any better, guys.
That is
a lot better.
That's
actually
very good. You're back to your
much
normal
better.
voice. Yep.
Okay, something was going on with the mic when it switched. Fucking wow. I mean, the audio issues on this computer are just insane. I'm about to throw this thing in the can and say $1,200, go piss on yourself, but sorry. All right.
So, couple things with that. Great idea as far as the whole turn meter thing, right? There's several teams that do that already. Problem I have with that, if you go to Cam, and they are recommending Cam as being a part of this team. I don't have Cam maxed out, or he's only 51 out of 85 for me. But if you look at Cam, what is his ability that does the let's see, it's
No idea. I don't have Cam.
No, I know you don't. It's the adaptive form, I think. Switch forms, dispel all debuffs, and gain 100% turn meter. But now you're just going to switch forms, and then you have to wait for another turn because it doesn't say take a bonus turn. It says gain 100% turn meter, and under Jedi Master Kenobi, that will not work. So they either need to adjust Kenobi, or they need to adjust Cam to fix that if they're going to continue to recommend Cam. Otherwise, Cam is not being used to its full potential.
To the point, Grandmaster Yoda gets used very well on a Padme squad, and Grandmaster Yoda can't gain any turn meter from his basic, which is a huge part of his kit. He can't gain turn meter on his spreading buffs moves for the other Jedi, which is big for his kit. So he ends up losing a good amount of stuff, but he's still very effective on the squad. So I don't know if I don't really see them changing that, just because to me that thing is so powerful to also stop the enemies from doing anything, because like Padme does that to her team, but Kenobi does it to everybody. So
right,
that's
why
just
CLS can beat Padme, because
exactly
she can't be removed turn meter or whatever, but CLS still gains all that turn meter, from the hitting the not being able to hit the debuffs. So,
exactly.
Yeah. No, and that's a fair point. I didn't think of that. But GMY, on that note, GMY is very useful because of his ability to spread offense up, tenacity up, the protection up, which also stacks up that courage. So the turn meter in that team is not desperately needed versus some other teams. But Cam not being able to do his, switching from Ataru to Makashi, and then, not be able to take an immediate turn.
There. I'm just rereading it, and I might be playing with words here, but it says turn meter manipulation. You're not manipulating an enemy or another ally manipulation. So self turn meter gain might still be something that Cam is allowed to do, right? He's not manipulating someone else's turn meter. He's just regaining itself. He's buffing himself. So the way it's written, I don't know.
I would want to see how I would want to see how General Kenobi or Master Kenobi's kit is in SWGOH.gg. If you guys don't know, each kit has a breakdown of how the wording and how the functions of those abilities are.
Yeah.
In SWGOH.gg, and so it's possible. I don't see that being likely because it's turn meter manipulation, and typically when it's turn meter manipulation, that's any sort of turn meter manipulation, whether it's gain or loss, whether it's inflicted by self or others.
Why don't we go through it this way and just kind of skim through the actual read through and give our opinion on what we're seeing. Hi, Desi. In addition to Galactic Republic characters, he also acts as a robust leader when paired with light side unaligned force users, which we know is now a new tag for the game. They, I don't know that there's going to be actually any viability with that. I'm not feeling the synergy with Rey, in my own opinion, but what are you guys' thoughts about the unaligned?
I think they want to start to play with it, right? They just got the tag in. They want to give it some love and some life, if I can say so that the game starts to work with that tag. I mean, I think it's a good start to have a Galactic Legend being able to work with the unaligned force users, but I think it's gonna need probably a bit of a rework as we move along in the long run.
I mean, they've said that he's primarily a leader for the Galactic Republic. It just so happens that there is some unaligned force users that he's interacting with. Ahsoka, so they gave him the unaligned force user synergy. We'll see if Fulcrum works in the squad. We'll see how that goes over there. But like Rikaby said, it's a new tag. We'll have to see how that really goes in the game. There's not a whole lot of the unaligned force users and not a whole lot of synergy between them. So we'll have to see how that goes.
And keep in mind, you can still only use one GL per team, which means you're not going to wind up with
use Rey or Kylo, right? Yeah, 100%.
Right, exactly. So there is that as well. But and he only synergizes with light side, so that takes out all the Kylos and Asajj, leaves you with potentially Fulcrum being useful somewhere. I don't think JTR or Scav Rey are really going to go anywhere. CLS is definitely not going to go anywhere.
It'd be nice to see Visas Mar or Fulcrum actually getting some good use out of this team. Would at least give them something to do. That'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
They reference him a couple of things. If you're not excited for this version of Obi-Wan, then you are lost. Of course, we know that comes from. He's an attacker with I love this. This is my favorite part. A diverse set of abilities, which also feels like a Swiss Army knife due to its incredible flexibility. Depending on the situation and needs, his kit allows him to keep his allies alive, boost an ally, or increase his own damage. And another part of it is he can increase his time. He can decrease his time to get to his ultimate. So he has to make a choice. You, as the owner of this team, have to make a decision on the fly. Love it. I love it. It's like being under the clock. Which way do I go? What do I do? You've got, do I give damage to my partner? Do I get myself to my ultimate? Do I get protection here? I love this part of the kit, making people make decisions on the fly with that 5-minute clock. Ricky?
I love that idea. I hope they do more with this type of thing where squads or characters can go different ways. The only question I'm asking is, how are they going to AI it, right? How is the AI going to react? Is it going to react always the same way? So if you face a Kenobi on defense, he's going to go, increase his own damage every time. So I hope they program the AI to sort of be random on that, to give it a bit of a more challenge.
Or be situational. If you are, let's say, who's a good Jedi Knight Revan. Right, Jedi Knight Revan will prioritize his mark, but he will use he will prioritize his health, or his turn meter swap, which is also a heal.
Yeah.
If a ally is below 50% health, and so that could be the same situation here. Is if you're going gung ho after Grandmaster Yoda, you've almost got him down, and then it becomes General or Master Kenobi's turn. Master Kenobi's like, nope, I'm going to heal everybody. Boom. right? That would be kind of a way to kind of throw it off a little bit. You could still prepare for it and expect it every battle, but it wouldn't be just, oh, Kenobi's going to boost his own damage.
It's like when you're facing a negotiator squad in fleets. If you can damage Anakin enough real quick, put him in the yellow, then you know the AI is going to use the heal move. It's going to keep Anakin alive, as opposed to using the mass assist AOE. So some of those things you can plan for with the AI. Force it to sort of work your way, and that's sort of what Cowboy's asking in chat over here. Does he seem like a great defense team or offensive team? He, like I think most of the other GLs, is going to be fantastic. Like they said, Swiss Army knife on offense. But for non-GLs especially, I think he's going to be very difficult to counter. Assuming we're reading this whole turn meter gain thing right, and he completely screws over all turn meter gains or losses of any kind, nobody can do anything. Then Watt's weapon tech is done, and Vader will not be going second necessarily. So Vader counter is going to be tough. Same with DR and there, and any of those like counters that really depend on turn meter and everything are going to get absolutely screwed over. So
I wouldn't say Watt is useless.
Ewoks, no use for Ewoks versus Kenobi.
Poor not sure. Darn it.
I wouldn't say Watt is useless.
Oh no, not useless, but it won't give him the second turn.
Yeah.
Right, it wouldn't give him the second turn, and his damage tech would lose half of its capability, right? Because half of it is the 15% turn meter gain whenever an enemy takes a turn, the other half being damage increase. So the damage increase could still be very viable, but you wouldn't see Vader immediately take a turn right after because of the, whatever. Vader would still have the increased speed though, because the turn meter is not to be confused with speed.
Right.
He gets the increased speed from going against Jedi and having Sith on his team, but he won't have the turn meter from Palpatine's Force Crush. He won't have the turn meter from the weapon tech.
So there's a couple things I like they did about this too. They used a lot of his popular phrases, the high ground in his kit. So they did a good job with that as well. I think it's really insane. I see, if this is a kit I've ever seen, I'm not saying it's OP, but because there's so many variables to the way that you're talking about the AI playing, and so many different encounters you're going to run into, I think there's a big chance there's a nerf going to come to this kit as well. Either his kit or somebody else's that's going to affect it. 100% counter chance. I mean, this guy's going to be countering along with everybody else. A GL countering consistently. Oh my God. He better hit with a purse. Holy moly.
C already semi does that, right? C does that. Yes, the counter chance is dispellable and it's on a cooldown. But C already has a semi counter chance thing going on. So
Zareth, shots fired.
What's up, Zareth? Love it. Let's see what else. May the Force be with you. What does that be? Consistently healing all Galactic Republic allies when he attacks out of turn. So he's attacking out of turn constantly. He's healing everybody constantly. It sounds OP from the text, but we've been here before where we've said, oh my God, this guy or this gal is going to be so unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I don't think that's going to be the case. They've done a pretty good job historically, but I do see with all the variables in this kit, this is the biggest one I've ever seen. I do predict, I'm calling it right now, that there are going to be some nerfs or changes somewhere. What about go ahead.
Well, this is like the May the Force be with you. That's like his stacking mastery sort of thing. Right. So all the Galactic Legends have stacking masteries. Have some sort of ways to build things up in their own ways. This is sort of what you were saying with like the you need to make a choice about this over here. They're targeting each other and passing the mastery around, so you're stacking it up on somebody. But if you like focus the mastery on one person, then they can trade mastery back and forth more and have it be more significant. But if you pass the mastery around, then you won't be building it up as fast, but you'll be getting everybody with more mastery up. This ability, to me, that May the Force be with you, that's going to be like one of the big questions over here, and how that's going to go. Also remember, it's just at the end of the encounter, so for TBs, it will not go between waves. But that's how most of the stacking mastery things work, so you won't be OP'd by wave 4.
Jangling, I'm going to argue that point because I think he's going to be offensive because he's got so many different ways to go. I think that the AI is not going to play him right, and it's going to make it easier to take him down. I think he's going to be like C, he's going to be offensive because, like I said in the beginning of this stream, you've got to be able to make the correct decision to make things move, especially against another GL. There's so many variables that he can do. Again, pass damage, put somebody under damage immunity. That's a big one. That's huge. Get Ahsoka to reset her force sleep, which we talked about in the last one. There's so many things they can do. I'm leaning offensive GL right here. I really am. What do you guys think?
He's definitely going to be an offensive GL, but I do agree with Jangling. C will still crush him, and the reason why, because he's going to remove all that protection, so all that bonus protection that he has, it'll be gone soon enough, right? Plus, here's the big one:
protection up,
but it'll still get eaten through because C
but just
double damage or 150% extra damage to Jedi. But the big
Good point,
counter,
Alpha.
the big counter right here is when C goes into his ultimate, which when he does, and he'll hit it really quickly, when he does, he ignores that damage immunity. That damage immunity becomes jack poop unless he's linked with Galactic Legend, right? Because that, if you guys know, with Rey, when C does his ultimate against Rey, it eats through that damage immunity, instantly defeat. It's not damage immunity, you're not damaging them, you are literally defeating them, right? And so if he marks 2 Jedi, if C's, if you're smart enough to mark 2 other Jedi other than JML or JMK, whatever, those 2 Jedi are gone, regardless if they had damage immunity or not.
There's another part of this guy's kit that we're going to get into in a minute too, that if he loses Jedi, he gets weaker. So I think that's another reason why C is going to take him down.
Absolutely. But I want to bring up on that topic. I like the fact that we are at a spot right now. They have said before that when they release GLs, they are bringing them out on a equal note basis, right? So each GL is at an equal power level. They are not one more powerful than the other in a sense of, people can argue back and forth that Rey is better than Kylo and Kylo's better than Rey and JML and C and what. Enough of all that. Every GL with the right comp, the right mods, right team, right positioning, right movement can beat every other GL. And that is designed for a purpose. And so JMK will fit in that same scenario.
Yep.
He might be able to beat C on offense, but C will crush him on defense. He might be able to beat Slacker, but Slacker will crush him, Rey, so on and so forth. And so I love where we're at in that game where there's not. When's the last time that we had a real meta, right? What was it? DR was the last real meta before a GL. And I love that fact.
DR than Gas.
Gas
Gas walked all over DR.
Yep.
And then probably
100%.
after that, yeah.
Yep, I forgot about Gas. So Gas was the last real meta, and then we had GLs, and each GL, there is a GL meta, but there's not just one GL meta, and that I think is a wonderful position for the game to be in.
Whichever one you go for, you can climb in arena, you can take it out on offense and GAC.
And you'll still fall in arena too. It's not going to hold on defense either. JML falls on defense just as much as Slacker, just as much as Rey, just as much as C falls even further. But
based on what you said, this is why I think they won't nerf him. This is why I think he'll be fine coming out of the box, and I don't think they're going to do adjustments. I think they tested him. They tested him for sure. They did what you just mentioned, right? They played it against other GLs. They used composition to look at, is he balanced enough? So he's probably got to have some. We did it often. We did this often where we read a kit and we're like, oh my god, this is going to be crazy. Character came out and he wasn't that crazy. Jedi Knight Luke. Remember when we read his leadership that would like remove all speed modification from. We said, "Holy moly, this is going to be crazy!" And then again, I mean, it is good, but it's not like game breaking.
Yeah,
they didn't nerf that.
Honestly, that leadership, that's one of the most important leaderships for light side Geonosis.
Yep.
Because those enemies are absurdly fast, and to be able to bring them all down to your base speed of 112, I mean that's pretty big. But in PvP, it's not always the most important, especially if you got GLs. If you can just kill Luke before he takes a frickin' turn with Vader, then you got some options there.
And you have to think, right? This is not a dark side GL.
I don't
think anybody's really thinking about dark side GOTB anymore. But all these GLs, all these characters that are light side are being processed with the thought in mind of LSTB. How can we get more maximized stars in GOTB, right? And so maybe his kit seems like it's OP. Maybe there's things about Kylo and Rey and Blacker. I'm not a theory crafter. I don't proclaim to be one, but maybe there's things that the community will find out from other GLs that makes JMK not as OP on offense or defense or whatever. Maybe this kit was designed for you to get an easy 4 out of 4 in LSTB, which I think is a goal of a lot of people.
Oh yeah, eventually you need to move forward in order where people can do this so that they can bring out a new strong raid that nobody can beat or event or whatever. So they're making the movement. Yeah, the downside being it's requiring GLs to do so.
That's where the game's going to go.
The next raid or TB that's going to come out is going to be heavy GL required if you want to beat it, right? That's where the game's going. So
you're all wrong. Ships. It's a ship event. Get that crap out of here. It's gonna be ships.
It'll be a phase of ships, and then the other three.
I'm calling it right now. If it's not ships, Ram's quitting the game.
It'll be GL ships. They'll bring out GL ships.
What was it Crumb said earlier? Oh, it was always unforeseeable the future is.
Yes. Truth.
That was regarding ship content. If you guys did not see the RSC stream with Mini, that was regarding the specific ship load content that we possibly might get. That was Crumb's response.
Here's one of their cool comments in here. We had to make an ability called Hello There because it was critical to the design of his kit, and the community would have been at our doors with torches and pitchforks. Yeah, so I like the way they threw it there.
We have 3 Kenobis in the game. We had to have had one with Hello There. Otherwise,
they still got their sense of humor. I'm digging it.
Love it. I love that every single ability in his kit, with the exception of Ardent Slash, which is kind of just a basic, it fits for a basic. I love that every single ability is a meme. I will do what I must. Hello There, the high ground.
Did you see his relic amplifier?
Fractal from
Fractal Boga that he rode at.
Yeah, that's
pretty funny.
Shit.
And again, the sense of humor is there. It's awesome.
I love it. I do want to note more. If you scroll down under the inspiration, obviously they're talking about the inspiration, high ground, it's over, all that stuff. When you go to the part that says "I will do what I must," it says it pays homage to the duel between him. Homage. Ooh, thank you.
Homage.
Whatever. It says it pays HOMAGE, call it how you will, to the duel between him and
homage.
What is that? What's that wording? Lord Vader.
Yeah.
On Mustafar.
Oh, that's right. We need to talk about this.
Now, I know
that's a nice segue into this.
I know that there are people out there, and I'm kind of one of the ones on the fence of it, that are saying Maul's going to come. And I don't doubt that he will come at some point. But they have said in the past, somewhere, I forget where, but they said in the past, there is no other version of Anakin that they're bringing into the game.
Said Lord Vader, Fallen Anakin, you already have him in the game. He's Darth Vader.
That's right.
They said Fallen Anakin. They used the words Fallen Anakin.
Yeah, they said Fallen Anakin, he's already in the game.
No other version of Anakin.
That's right, Pooh Bear.
This is not Anakin. This is a different version of Vader. This wording specifically. This is a different version of Vader. You can play with the words all you want.
There's a lot of stipulation everybody talk about it. Everybody's changing their mind over to Vader. I'm still not changing mine. We already got a massively good Vader. I still think it's small.
Okay, we got a massively good GL killing Luke right before we got a GL Luke.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I mean
yeah,
that,
you got a
makes sense.
point, but
Right.
that's always a possibility.
Yes,
but
and I do want to. If you guys again did not watch ours, and I know we're on our own video, but RSG put out a lot of good info with Crumb. Crumb made a special guest appearance on there, and a lot of that info that I got from that is when they were talking about the reasoning for bringing out a Jedi Master Kenobi. They are on a clone or a Revenge of the Sith era thing right now. They are not on a Clone Wars thing right now. And that was something that Crumb mentioned specifically, that he was saying something about people were asking him about Maul and whatever. And he's like, look, the inspiration's there and we wanted to do something for this time frame, but we are specifically looking at inspiration from the Revenge of the Sith. Maul was not in Revenge of the Sith.
That was a question about the requirements for Master Kenobi.
Yes, yeah.
Why wasn't Maul required for Master Kenobi? I think was like one of the questions that was being asked.
Yeah,
but anyways.
Yeah.
I just want to mention that season 7 of the Clone Wars is exactly
Okay, that's what I thought you was syllabus. Okay.
the Revenge of the Sith era. And Maul,
But it's
has-
not in the Revenge of the Sith movie.
no,
So there's that.
it doesn't
it's in their
matter.
era.
Yeah.
They
It
always like
happens
to be
at the
tricky.
same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that. And the second point I want to
And
mention
we got
is,
Commander Tano, who wasn't in. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. The other reason why they wrote Lord Vader is because we know that the last event of the Jedi Master Kenobi event is against Anakin. They had to name him in the game. They had to put him in something. I mean, they could have named him Darth Vader because he is Darth Vader by that point in the actual
He's not.
movie.
He's Lord Vader.
No, by when he kills Mace Windu, when Mace Windu dies out of the window, when he's dead, when he kills it, I'm not finished. He's called Darth Vader, right?
No,
Palpatine names him Darth Vader.
No, you want to go back and watch it? What happens? First off, you are wrong. Anakin did not kill Mace. Mace gets his hand chopped off, and then Palpatine sends him flying through a window. Through the window. There's your meme.
That's true. Anakin did not have the
That's
killing
fine.
blow. He's true. You're wrong, Ricky P. He did not have the killing blow.
Neither did Palpatine. But anyways, that's besides the point. Second, and I quote, second, I'm gonna Star Wars nerd out here. Second, he says, "Rise, Lord Vader," not Darth Vader, Lord Vader.
He did
All
say
right, Ram,
that.
real quick. He says, before that, henceforth you shall be known as Darth Vader.
But then he says, "Rise, Lord Vader."
He says, henceforth you shall be known as Darth Vader. He names him Darth Vader first right there.
Did he say henceforth because he cut
And then he
Mace
does-
Windu's hands?
He does say Lord Vader, so they go back and forth. So it's the same thing. So
Okay.
it's tough.
So he's Lord
But
Vader for 5 seconds then, right?
They refer to him as Lord Vader. CG refers to him as Lord Vader as opposed to Darth Vader, because we already have the suit Darth Vader. So them saying Lord Vader, I agree with you, sort of sounds like they're talking about a different character other than Darth Vader. I was definitely in the Maul camp over there. I thought there was a good chance the next one was going to be Galactic Legend Maul. And I still think there's a chance of that. I'm not completely ruling it out. But after the post, after this everything, I'm leaning more towards Lord Vader over here.
And here's the logic behind that, because some people have said, well, you look at JMK or JML, he didn't go against C, and so we got C, but we got JML. Caveat to that is we have 4 GLs. What happened with the Rey versus Kylo? Each one went against the opposite, and so they just because Rey and Kylo were old and JML and C are new, doesn't mean they have to stick with the new. They can easily go back to the old and be like, hey, you're going to fight Lord Vader.
You're darn right.
Vice versa,
I agree.
Lord Vader will fight Kenobi.
They can do whatever they want.
I want to say this. I want to say the argument. Ricky P, you were wrong. I was wrong. The killing blow, according to Elite Wolf, was from the ground. I love it.
We do not know how he landed. Therefore, until you can prove to me that he's splattered,
Amazing.
you cannot prove to me that he is dead. He is missing in action.
All right, a couple of quick notes on his kit. He's going to be. Where does it say it? You got to weigh the value of using their special abilities over a basic attack. Also helps Jedi JMK reach his ultimate faster. And please don't call him Glow. Oh my God. Sparkle Party. The description of Jedi Knight Master's leader ability, Harmonious Will, may seem confusing. I love that they put this in here. This is a key note. Galactic Republic tanks gain taunt for 2 turns at the start of each encounter if they did not have it, and when they lose taunt, they gain it for 2 turns if they have protection but did not have taunt. How can a unit lose taunt and still have taunt? So, while it is not displayed in battle, characters and ships can have multiple of the same buff, but it won't display multiple stacks like other abilities do in cases where it won't increase the effect of the buff. A good example is General Kenobi gains taunt for 1 turn and when an ally is critically hit, and if multiple allies are critically hit, he has multiple 1-turn taunt buffs, but it's displayed as a single buff. So that definitely could come off as super confusing. Wolf, you want to explain that a little better for the folks?
They went into the whole thing over there. I'm not sure I can really explain it better than they have it over there. The whole did not have taunt thing.
So are you reading it in the fact that his taunt can return directly because it's basically sitting in the rear waiting for the other one to get out of the way, right?
Correct.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm reading.
Sorry,
So
I gotta reread that
GK
thing.
will have, how I am understanding this, GK, because his taunt disappears and then another one is stacked up behind it, so it just comes
God
back.
damn it, Solo.
His taunt will reappear under JMK. Whereas Mace does not have a taunt that comes back and forth. Therefore, his taunt, once he taunts for 2 turns, will go away and will not come back.
Okay.
So we're talking about Mace, but most likely they're going to use General Kenobi in there, not Mace.
Yeah. Yeah.
You really gonna take General Kenobi out of a Padme team?
Plus Kenobi.
In the arena, yeah.
Yeah, in the arena you will.
Okay, in the arena, sure, but
Okay,
who
just
cares
reread
about
it.
who cares about arena? I'm sorry. You care about Grand Arena?
All right,
Yeah.
so yeah,
You
look
gotta
at
use your Relic 3 Mace somewhere.
Yeah,
That's the better-
I used it in the trash.
I love it. What the heck is that icon for Harmonious Will? It's the Jedi Council seat. And while we only released 1 Galactic Legend this time, Jedi Master Kenobi will get his dark side counterpart in the future. Stay tuned for the forums. Which we already talked about. It's either going to be Vader or Maul. Everybody's stuck on that, right? There is no other...
No, there's no other option.
it's gonna be one of the two, very
Vader
most
or Maul.
likely, yeah.
the way that they're leaning toward it. So let's discuss this real quick. I gotta hit the head real quick. You guys, what's gonna be the name of this character? Because this Glow can get the hell out of here. I'll be right back.
It's JMK. Why are we even
Head break.
discussing?
It's going to be Glow just because Solo said it. So, well, all right, Wolf, I'm going.
I'll be-
You do the show.
God damn it! Oh, he actually left. What an asshole!
Yeah,
oh my
they
God.
both did. So,
Wow. You think you know a guy? All right.
well, just
so-
Galactic Legends, Obi-Wan. I mean, it's interesting though, right? Who else had GL in his name, right?
I mean, I still say GL Ray every once in a while, just like to specify I'm going against Galactic Legend Ray. I still say that.
Just because
on
there's
occasion.
other Ray. Yeah, she's the only one though.
Yeah, just because there's the other Rays, JTR and Stick Ray and whatnot, but just to specify which Ray I'm talking about, because she's not a Jedi, so I can't call her Jedi Ray. Get wrecked. So, what are you thinking about the modding for this guy, Master Kenobi over here?
We're talking shit.
Yeah.
Right.
We're
on YouTube.
We're the show here, guys. We're the show. You guys just
apparently.
listen.
All right.
You're asking me about modding advice, like.
All right.
Well, I mean, it's better you than
Who wants
Ed.
modding advice?
I was just asking how would you mod Jedi Master Kenobi, basically.
Oh, I won't know until I actually see him. But protection stands out.
I'm thinking he's just going to be a raw, not protection, health.
No.
Health all the way for the primaries. He's gaining protection up He's
Yeah.
just like Ness, just like Padme. He
Oh, is
needs
that where we're gonna? That's why I said I need to see it inside the game.
he needs that max health. So it's going to be tons of bonus protection. They have critical hit immunity when they have bonus any sort of protection up over there. Galactic Republic allies, so you definitely want to stack the max health over there, at least on him.
But here's the thing, the caveat on that. Here's why I'm thinking a couple
Right, Son
at
Holo?
least like the circle and maybe the square or something being protection. Or not the square, the cross. He does a Bastila kind of leadership, right? With the protection up. That protection up comes off of his protection. Not anybody else's, not their own. It's exactly like Basila's minus the tenacity, right? It's 150% of Basila's protection.
Oh, no. Hold on. No, they get protection up, so they got 150% of their own health as protection. Protection up is based on health. Just Padme and everything, all that bonus protection up, that's all based on health.
God damn it. You are right. Nope.
What? Wolf was right.
Ignore
What?
everything I said. I don't know what I'm talking
You
about.
need to learn science. You don't fuck with Einstein. Mess with Einstein.
You mess with Einstein, you get the boot.
All good.
Okay, yeah. So then, I'm going to retract that original statement with full health.
But then also he's an attacker. He's going to be counterattacking and hitting all the time. We'll have to see what what his actual damage and what his offense numbers are like. But I'm going to be finding a nice set of either crit damage or offense mods to put on this guy and just have him slapping. Just have him doing tons and tons and tons of damage.
All right, we had one question in the chat, but I want to go over a few things that's happened since the last time we did the roundtable and fly through these real quick. So the Commander Ahsoka Tano shards in the conquest began on May 20th was incorrect and resulted in 5 fewer attainable shards than what was intended. So they gave everybody that was eligible with normal and hard 5 extra shards. I know I got mine today. Shard Shuffle Echo is now available in Chromium packs and shipments. Hunter Bad Batch shards are now farmable. Finally, we got a Bad Batch that's farmable, so that means they're starting to roll those out. He is on Light Side 5 B hard. That replaces Lobot. And then
But I wanted to farm my Lobot.
he's still farmable on Light Side 4B, Ram. 4B hard, just the way you like it. The current season, we all know about this. GAC started a day earlier than usual. I know for me, it's killing me. My work schedule's on the weekends. I am not getting any sleep whatsoever and doing GAC. It's a month behind, and they've decided it's going to be easier than interrupting it and hopefully not causing any issues. They're going to leave it that way all month. I know I'm irritated by it, but I understand it. Oh, so irritated by it. Advanced Skill Search now displays results when you add criteria. I thought this was really cool. I hadn't looked at this. I need to show this. This is really cool. Let's go into guilds. And if you go into guild search, you can pull up your guild by typing it in, but it tells you how many light side and dark side starting since they started tracking. This isn't past because mine aren't even showing it. So this guild at the top's made 16 out of 36. This one here is made 29 out of 33 on dark side. So when you're looking for a guild, you can actually see they're not bullshitting you. Hey, we've actually gotten this many stars. I think that's a really cool feature. Lobot's better than Mace. Nike, I like it. And then fixes they put in the game. Commander Ahsoka shards cost have been updated in Conquest. This one threw me for a loop. Tapping the go button on the negotiator on Jedi Master Kenobi's first quest will now take you to the negotiator page. It took me a minute to figure this out. And then I noticed the keyword quest, which it's really no big deal. It was just some stupid bug. But when you go into Kenobi, I'm sorry, not Kenobi, his quest. Try that again. Go in the quest tab, go to Kenobi's first, I believe it is. Yeah, so you got the go button here. Well, I've already got the 6 stars, so I'm not eligible, so it's gone. But I guess that button was missing. So if that confuses anybody else, I just answered it for you. And then event Entrench Protection Up Duration is now listed in the description. Isn't Entrench a disc?
Yes, Entrench is
One of the data discs.
Yeah, well, then they list it that way. That's weird. You guys got any comments on those? Especially the GAC one?
Conquest sucks on multiple accounts.
If you guys got any questions, throw them in chat too. I know Desi had one, and I got a good answer for her. All right, no comments on that one. So Desi was asking.
Bad Batch.
Go ahead.
Going back to Hunter. I don't think it's a coincidence that they're putting Hunter on light side right before they're about to release a character that you can only farm by farming light side nodes. Wink, wink. Might be important sometime in the near future. In hint.
Well, the Bad Batch is going to be important to light side Geo, right, Wolf?
The Bad Batch. I mean, I haven't farmed them up at all. They're very, very, very Kyrotech heavy, and I've been hoarding just for the new GL coming out. So unfortunately, I have not put a whole lot of gear into them. But yeah, Bad Batch for light side Geo, they do some serious work over there. I mean, they're literally built to take down separatists. They're built to work through stacks of droid battalions. They're just built to wreck those guys. So I mean, they're a very expensive team, Kyrotech and Carbonite and everything wise.
Yep.
So for gear wise, they're definitely pretty impressive to gear up all the way. Right now, they're still not entirely farmable. Echo, I think, just got added to shipments. And of course, there's still only 4 of them. We don't have the
it's a smart business
fifth
decision.
member of the team yet.
It's a smart business decision. The Bad Batch is hot. The show is out. Make them important. Make them, this is when they're going to be selling them, 100%. Yep. No, Desi, I'm going to answer that right now. Of course, I love you for that. So Desi's question real quick was, if you guys want a discussion topic, I have JML and I have Ray. If you were me, which GL would you shoot for? Wait for the next GL announcement? Is a valid answer 2. I'm definitely light side heavy in my roster. I'll let you go first, Ram.
Okay, so you have JML.
All right, Ram's thinking about it. Ricky P, you got an answer?
Go for Kenobi.
Oh my god.
Go for Kenobi. By the time, I think it's if you're light side heavy, you probably already have a couple of good requirements for Kenobi, and by the time we get the other requirements for the dark side, it's gonna be months and months. So go for Kenobi right away.
Wolfie?
Slacker, do it.
Yeah, I agree with Ricky P, but at the same time, Slacker gets so much usability through the entire game, and then
Solo,
C, as Arnold and a lot of other people are highlighting right now, climbs in the shard with a solo with Watt. Basically, he's your offensive GL right now. But to Ricky P's point, I know you're light side heavy, but
light side GOTB is the thing.
It is the thing.
Now.
You're growing for light side, so why not go light side?
All right, so
Ram's ready.
I've been ready. On that note, light side heavy, sure. LSTB is one mode in this game. We do not know
that Ram doesn't do.
I don't do it. We see the kit. We do not know how that kit is going to interact. We do not know the best team with that kit. We do not know anything else about it other than the kit and the requirements. That being said, you may have knocked out a couple of requirements. I still say Slacker, and the reason why is just because Slacker is usable everywhere except for LSTB, obviously. He is usable everywhere. He will be a great benefit to your roster in the HSTR. He solos it. He's a great benefit in the GAC. He's a great benefit in arena. Multiple uses, and he does very high damage. What is it, 20-25% or so, upwards of that potentially in the Rancor, which is,
he does very, very well in the
very well.
Rancor.
Better than JML and Ray potentially.
100%.
Sometimes, right? So Slacker is, I think, the overall best choice. Now, you may be further away from the requirements, and that's fine. But overall, I think he's the better choice. But obviously, if you're closer, if you are 8 out of 10 or 8 out of 15 for JMK, and you're 1 out of 20 or 15 or whatever it is for Slacker, obviously go for JMK. But I still say Slacker, and I've been saying that from day one.
As much as I hate the new movies and the First Order and I have some choice words when I refer to Slacker, his full name. As much as I hate him, as much as I hate all that stuff, he's arguably the best character in the game, just because he has so many uses and so many different areas. Like I said, solo in the Sith raid, get your gear, speed up all of your other farms. It's definitely a consideration to make.
Mm-hmm. I also love that. I disagree with your whole I hate Slacker thing, because Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Ben Solo,
Supreme Leader
Kylo,
Bitch Boy
was literally the saving grace of all those films. It's the only reason I would ever go back and watch those films, is because I liked him. So I disagree with you saying he sucks.
There was no saving grace to those films. But go on. Go on.
Go on. Bring it.
Oh,
Do I need to say more with the Han Solo shrug?
Is what it is. Fireman
Adam
scoundrels.
Driver absolutely did a phenomenal job. But anyways, we are off topic on that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Nothing new. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
So how's everyone's first week of GAC go? Are we liking the expanded teams? Are we seeing any trends? What are we thinking?
I actually do want to answer that question, but I want to comment from the chat. What do you guys think about the Fort Mort, Ricky P, Wolf, and the Battalion? The logo's down below. What do you guys think? Get that shit in here. Ricky P, how'd your week go?
Good. 3-0, 4-0 if you count today. So yep, a good week. Good fun. I love the extra squads. I love the you get deeper into your roster for defense and offense. Think outside the box a bit more. I found myself using some weird combination just to try and clear out and continue. So nope, loving it so far.
Wolfie?
I've been having some very nice matchups. I've been having a lot of fun. I, luckily enough, have not run into any auto deploys yet. I was fully expecting to see at least 2 at this point, but I have not seen any auto deploys. If anything, I've just seen weak defense that I've been soloing. I mean, the first round, I literally got 8 solos. I think this past round I got another 4 or 3, something like that. I've been getting, as we predicted, in the last roundtable, this is going to be the return of the solos, and
yeah, buddy,
high banners off of all that stuff. I've gotten Nest, I got Malik, had Wampa solo. I mean, all sorts of stuff. So I've been definitely seeing some weaker defenses than I'm used to seeing. So that's definitely been nice.
Ram Bam.
I've been saying it from the very beginning. I love the fact that I can use my full roster, at least the characters that matter.
Right.
As far as like relic levels, obviously I'm not digging to gear 8s and whatnot, but I'm able to use the full roster to my capability. It allows me, it makes planning a little bit harder in a sense, unless you go up against an opponent that literally does the exact same thing every time. There's always those.
Right.
But I love the functionality of being able to, do I want to use this? Do I want to do that? What I hated about the old GAC format, I said this before, was I would put a hefty defense. I'm talking 3 GLs, gas, DR, Padme, whatever, and I'd still wind up at the very end of the GAC after I one-shot everything, maybe even 2 shots sometimes. I didn't use CLS. I didn't use Malik. I didn't use Padme. I didn't use whatever these other hefty teams that I have. I didn't use them. I might have could have used them and gotten better banners or something, but I didn't know what was in the back or whatever the case was. Here, you don't have that room for error as much, because now you're like, oh, I have to put down, for me, 3 additional teams. That means 6 additional teams. So I love that whole aspect of it. I've gone against one opponent that was really a challenge for me. The rest of them, easy peasy. 2 of them didn't even attack. Not worried about it. But one opponent, I had a phenomenal match. I enjoyed it. That was what I've basically been asking for the whole time.
So last GAC, I think I faced on my baby account I'm not sure if it was Cosmic from this community or not. He didn't respond, but we did beat him. Baby account's on 52 in a row right now. With you guys, we talked about it. The solos are so outrageously good right now. We actually, we may or may not have used Ed's account and got some solos in today too. Got a wins. I actually, if you guys weren't on the Twitch stream, I was playing the 4 accounts in the same span. I had 15 extra minutes today.
What stream?
I didn't.
What stream?
That one, yeah. Yeah, thanks, Ram. I ended up. I needed 30 more seconds to full clear. I ran out of time, but we won. We won. That's all that mattered. I wasn't in a rush. I was trying to be efficient. So but overall, I mean, I'm loving it. And like Ram said, it's harder to plan for guys that you don't see. And I had 2 that didn't have SWGOH.GGs. So there was some unexpected stuff that came up. But for the most part, the way that I plan, if you guys know that I do, most of it was foreseen. So, so when you're flying blind, it's tough. But I love the new format. Love the new format.
And I love. God help me! I cannot believe I'm going to say this.
Oh God.
I love that they went back and gave divisions 7 through 1 2 fleets.
Oh my God.
I was
in Division 7.
always going to be stuck at. I was going to be stuck at 2 fleets regardless.
Yeah.
But everybody has 2 fleets at Division 7 point. Everybody has 2 fleets, semi geared up. Everybody has a total of 4 fleets essentially, because you've got Mace, you've got Akbar, you've got Tarkin, and then most people are going to have Thrawn or Finalizer or Holdo, somewhere along that sort. So everybody's going to have at least 4 fleets overall.
Dude,
I like that.
Division 7 with 4 fleets is amazing. I mean, I am loving it. I am tearing people to shreds because I shipped harder. Ship harder, people. Oh, I'm loving it. Oh, I'm loving it. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Discussing JML instead of JMK. What's up, Evo? Yeah, we were discussing JML. What do you want to talk about JMK? We're discussing them all, man. We're knocking them all out of the park. We're knocking them all out of the park. I do love my.
That's what the roundtable is here for. We're here to discuss current events and multiple other things.
JMK got 45 minutes worth, but other than the schedule change, which makes me want to strangle someone because of my schedule at personal life, yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
Yeah.
Is it affecting you guys at all?
Yeah. No, for instance, right? I've got I don't know, today turned out to be an 18-hour day, for 16, about a 16-hour day, with the drive and everything I had to do and whatnot. So pain in the butt. But tomorrow I'm gonna do the same thing over again, and I gotta come home and I gotta do a GAC. Why? Right. Because tomorrow is GAC, and then I work Friday. Whereas normally I would do a Saturday stream, and then I would do a Sunday night stream. Now I can't do a Saturday stream. I have to do, well, I could, but I'm not going to. I have to do a Friday night stream, and it's just horrible. These next 3 weeks or these next 2 weeks could not come fast enough.
I'm in Division 5. My opponent only has 3 OK fleets. He doesn't even have Mel for negotiator. Gag. When will the bearded division? When will the bearded tractor division get their proper logo? Dude, you're sitting on mine. Get out of here, Ed. Get the shit out of here. Do you have anything to add to that, Ricky P? Sorry.
Sorry? No, yeah, it screwed up my schedule for sure. So I'm just like trying to find the time, get around it. I had something running. I had all my recurrent meetings set up so that it would work with my
Oh,
GC,
yeah. See, we don't realize. It's funny. I'll bet every single one of us, our life is dictated around the GAC schedule. Anybody deny? Anyone?
The GAC schedule, I think we talked about this a little bit at some point. At least throughout, COVID and lockdowns and everything, I'm sure I'm not the only one who every once in a while you lose track of the days and like, is it Monday or is it Thursday? Wait, hold on, what's going on here? But you're like, oh, okay, it's sign up day. Oh, okay, I'm attacking in the finals. I'll fully admit it. You know, that sort of helped me keep track of time. And
Yes, it did.
This past week, I've just been all thrown off.
I don't know what day it is. I don't know. And I mean, I am so messed up.
It's
It's
rough.
unreal.
I will fully and freely admit I've been absolutely screwed up the past week.
Yeah, it's. And I'm sure we're not the only ones, but being streamers and content creators and stuff, it has been really, really hard. Really hard. And you guys know me. My schedule goes night shift, day shift, night shift, day shift anyway. So I'm all over the place. All over the place. What else is are you guys in chat got anything else you want to knock out before we get up out of here? Counting to 3 and 2 and 1. All right, no, you're done. Kidding. Somebody commented with Ordo and armor. Man, I've been seeing a lot of that. I didn't. What's her name? Bo-Katan, leadership.
Bo-Katan, yep.
Ordo, armor, all relic 7. Yeah, and he wonders why he lost his GAC. Yeah, that might do it. It's pretty disgusting. Pretty disgusting. All right, guys. Unless you guys got anything to add, we can cut her short. Battalion Roundtable. What, Ram?
I think we pretty much covered it all.
All right. Well, if you guys, is Ranger still going right now? Does anybody know? Because if he is, make sure you guys get over there, support that stream. It's for a good cause. They're helping highlight the mini thing we talked about earlier. So
Ranger is not going.
Okay, he's off now. Gave me the sense of time that I otherwise wouldn't have had. Oh yeah, me too. It works better than the sun. I'm digging it. In the meantime, I will be in Discord. I'll be setting defense. You guys are amazing. These guys.
Why is the COD not modded over here?
These guys are amazing. Oh yeah, I guess I should have done that. I don't even know how to set mods in YouTube, dude. It's been so long. God. I need to YouTube harder, bro. What's your guys' hype level on Commander Ahsoka with JMK incoming? More or less excited?
Oh, we didn't even talk about that.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
The biggest
That's a good
perk,
point.
But also downside. JMK with Commander Ahsoka Tano. JMK reduces cooldowns on selected target. Commander Ahsoka Tano, the first time that she uses her little mega ability, which starts on cooldown, and it does not say it cannot be reduced. First time she uses it, she completely annihilates somebody.
And at 190 speed, she is like the second or third. I think she's what, third fastest base speed in the game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She is tied.
She's tied with Gideon.
She's tied with Gideon for the fastest speed. Yeah.
No, I thought Bad Batch Echo was faster. He's like 198 or something, like 196, something like that. Bad Batch Echo.
She might be. She might be
a little bit faster. But yeah, she's one of the fastest characters in the game, so very easy to make fast and go second and have an instant annihilate. So I'm thinking any counter squads to this, to this team is going to require GBA, so you can have a, your taunt come back, because otherwise you're going to lose your taunt.
Which is really, 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 really gonna hurt people in threes. Really gonna hurt people in threes, because right off the bat, you're going to lose somebody. Unless you have a pre-taunt that can come back, you're going to lose somebody. And when you lose somebody, it's going to hurt you tremendously. The caveat to that being probably JML, honestly, because JML obviously cannot be instantly defeated, and he's gonna be taunting. So she's gonna AI or whatever. You're gonna waste your ability on that. So that being one of the caveats, but still.
She's tied with TIE Fighter pilot, I believe.
Okay. So yeah, one of the fastest in the game at 190 speed. That's very, very quick.
Insanely fast.
Yeah. How many characters you got in your squad that aren't 193 that have full mods?
It doesn't take much to get her above 300.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
I think.
I mean, she's top 4 in terms of speed, as Evo pointed out. Top 4 in terms of speed.
They clearly stated that she's going to be a vital part of that team too. Clearly, and then you can reset her cooldown. Well, she can't. I
kind of feel as though they should change that part of her kit.
I think they will, and that may be the nerf that's incoming, because I'm telling you, it's coming.
I think her
resetting her
whirlwind
cooldown,
whatever ability, that should be irresistible to cooldown outside of her own or something like that.
They like even said in the initial kit reveal for her, you know, there's no way to reduce her cooldowns.
that's right.
There's no way to use this first turn.
Yes.
now.
Yes.
You know, they flat out, you know, they hinted
they
at
did
us
say
that
yes.
you're going to be able to reduce her cooldowns. Maybe
Yeah.
with Master Kenobi.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. They did point that out.
So yeah, I'm not expecting that
But yeah,
to get
so
changed.
a one turn annihilate.
Yeah.
There you go. That's gonna be the opening move from Master
Yeah.
Kenobi. It's gonna be swap to Cat, and reduce cooldowns on Cat. Cat takes a turn, instantly kills somebody.
If you don't have a pre-taunting tank, good luck. You're done.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're done, fudged up, Bobby.
The one thing I take from this, I talked about in the beginning, is this guy is going to be something that's going to make you make decisions. It's not going to be the same paper, rock, scissors, do the same thing over and over to get through it all. You're going to have to make a clutch decision. Do I boost him? Do I boost my allies? Do I, bring the cooldowns up? It's. I like what I'm seeing with this, and like our KP said, hopefully we see more of this. Hopefully we see more.
Desi pointed out, she said, have we seen many nerfs in Slacker?
No.
No, but I think this one's
And
too
Slacker's
complicated.
Slacker's been out since when?
Over a year.
Nerf might be the
Exactly.
wrong word. What I'm saying is this is such a complicated kit, so many variables, I can't see him getting 100% right. I can't see it. He's not necessarily going to get nerfed, but some changes to make adjustments to...
No,
Battles.
I don't
because
see a
every
problem with it.
GL's kit was. Do you remember when C and JMK came out? Or JML? Do you remember when Kylo and Rey came out? Everybody's like, "Oh, these kits are way too complicated." Are they really that complicated? No. I think the problem is everything on paper looks super, super, super complicated, and then when we actually get to play around with
Once you
it in
get
the
it in
game,
practice, yeah.
Complicated
we're like,
may be the wrong
that's how
word
it
I'm
works.
using,
That's
but
how it
the key word I'm talking about is variables. There's many variables about the way that things got to happen. So I could be wrong, but the one thing I could say, I haven't been wrong about GLs yet. So, Maul, incoming. Get that Vader shit out of here.
and whatever. Desi also said, if we want to roll out of here, we should call out each of our own channels.
Yeah, agreed. Wolfie, found on that ugly channel. I'll say it anyway. I don't give a shit. Twitch. He's over on Twitch. He is our battalion scientist. He is the brain of the matter, the Einstein. You got Ram Bam below. He cannot face the concrete like Mace did. He just cannot face it. But he's a hell of a player, hell of a guy. He is on YouTube and over on that funky channel called Twitch as well. Ricky P. That's Rambam001. That is Wolf. The Wolf. I'll have it in the description as well. The Wolf with 5 Fs. WULF. FFFFF. You got Ricky P. REEKEEPEA. He's got huge hockey videos with over 4,000 views. Hockey fan. He is from the Canadian division. Ricky P is on YouTube and on Twitch. And you know where to find me because you're here right now. And of course, Fort Mort 411. We are 1 battalion strong. You guys are amazing.
If you guys have not already, like and subscribe.
We're about to break 600. Hit that damn button. Videos are coming out tomorrow, by the way. We're getting back on the train. I've already got 4 shot. We're shooting them out. I'm going to start with the new player experience and move forward from there. I need to get the modding videos started back up. Ricky P, Wolf, Ram have all done with one with me already. I got to get some more people involved in that too. Probably invite these guys back to do some more, and we'll grow the channel. But in the meantime,
I'm gonna say it right now. Desi with Night Sisters.
yeah, Desi.
And we're gonna have to redo our video.
Why?
Because
Oh,
our
Yoda.
video is about Grandmaster Yoda, and with this guy coming out,
Yeah.
that video's out the window.
We're gonna have to redo Mace too because
a Mace video.
Grandmaster Kenobi coming out.
Oh, you're
there's
cutting
gonna be
out.
different ways.
You're cutting out, Ram. Sorry. What? What? Are you-
Ram. I think I heard glass breaking.
Oh.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
600, you're welcome. Thank you, Evo. Hells yes, man. That's what I'm talking about. We're at 400 to 1,000. I appreciate you guys. In the meantime, what do we got coming up? We've got defense. Set your defense tonight. We got GAC tomorrow night. I saw Zareth and Solo in the chat. They'll be doing theirs as well. Wolf will be doing his tomorrow evening on Twitch. Ricky P will do his the following day. I will do mine Probably the
Tomorrow.
following day. No, I have to do mine
No, you're
tomorrow
off.
because it's Thursday. Yep, I have to do
Yep.
mine tomorrow. So
I have to do mine tomorrow
me,
too,
Ram,
so
and
tomorrow's
Wolf
gonna be
all
really
have to do
crowded.
ours tomorrow, and Ricky P is going to be on his solo shot on Friday. So you'll be in
Think
VC?
you can handle
Okay,
that?
Desi. Yep, 100%. God, I wish I had the video to share. Ooh, hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
Hold on a second. I hope this doesn't do deception. Does this do deception? Ah, it does. Damn. I wanted to share the mace out the window video, but
Oh,
I can't do it. Damn it. All right. Oh, well. I'll have to have it set up for next time. What's up, High Ground? Message retracted. I just barely missed it. All right, guys. We are 1 battalion strong. Thank you for joining me. We've dragged it out long enough. Much love. Wolf, Ricky P, Ram. This is a big event. I know this one went long,
Have a good
but
one.